Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins in... The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fights off the defender. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing. Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. A little juke. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They'll get this down to the 38. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him. And oh, he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's complete to Fuller. No gain, and it's second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They need 18 yards here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressured too much. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He finds Riddick complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Now time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Second and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And this offense on third down today, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and a couple. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He's got Fuller. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.